Did you know that right before sleeping you have an open door to the universe? It is the moment when your mind, relaxed and receptive, is ready to absorb any thought or emotion you send it. What you do in those minutes can shape your destiny. Imagine that each night, instead of reviewing worries, you plant clear intentions, gratitude, and desires. That is exactly what teachers like Jacobo Grinberg teach, that the secret to manifesting what you desire begins when you close your eyes. This practice can not only help you sleep better, but also wake up with clarity and purpose. In this video, you will discover how to use affirmations, visualization, and simple techniques to communicate with your subconscious, that silent ally which, when aligned with your desires, transforms your reality. It's not magic, it's spiritual science. And it works. Are you ready to rewrite your life while you sleep? Transformation begins now. Tonight, maybe you have asked yourself why. Despite deeply wanting changes in your life, nothing seems to materialize. The answer may lie in the last few minutes before sleep, that brief moment when the body relaxes and the mind starts to wander is a golden opportunity to connect with your subconscious and plant the seeds of transformation. Jacobo Grinberg, renowned for his research on consciousness and the syntergic field, maintained that this state is a doorway to the creation of our reality. And the best part is that anyone can access it. When we prepare for sleep, our brain goes through different phases, but it is in the theta wave state that the magic happens. Theta waves are slow, relaxed, and associated with moments of creativity, intuition, and spiritual connection. It is in this state where the subconscious is most receptive to new ideas and beliefs. Puig described this process as a direct connection to the syntergic field, that invisible web where the reality we live is configured. Why is this important? Because while we are awake, our conscious mind filters and limits the information we receive. But when we enter theta waves, that barrier dissolves. This is where we can reprogram mental patterns, release emotional tensions, and redirect our energy toward what we truly desire. To access this state, it is essential to prepare the body and the mind. Deep relaxation is the key that opens the door to the subconscious. Without it, the tensions accumulated during the day can interfere, preventing you from reaching that level of calm necessary to connect with your inner self. Below, I will guide you step by step so that you can experience this connection in a simple yet powerful way. 1. Find a quiet space. Look for a place where there are no interruptions. It can be your bedroom or any space where you feel comfortable. Dim the lights and turn off any device that may distract you. This is your moment to disconnect from the outside world. 2. Lie down in a comfortable position. The position in which you lie down is crucial. Ideally, you should be on your back, with your arms at your sides and your legs slightly apart. Make sure there's nothing causing you discomfort. The goal is for your body to feel supported and relaxed. 3. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. The simple act of closing your eyes sends a signal to your brain that it's time to relax. Start breathing slowly and deeply. Inhale through your nose, counting to 4. Hold the air for a few seconds and exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this process several times, feeling how each exhalation releases accumulated tensions. 4. Finally, relax each part of your body. This is where the real transformation begins. Bring your attention to your feet. Imagine that with each breath, the muscles in your feet completely relax. Then, slowly move upward to the legs, hips, abdomen, chest, arms, neck, and finally the face. Do it slowly, as if you were scanning your body. If you feel any areas tense, breathe into it and allow it to release. As you progress, you'll feel how your body becomes lighter, almost floating. This is a sign that you are entering theta waves. Reaching this state has multiple benefits. It releases accumulated stress. By relaxing the body, you also relax the mind. This reduces cortisol levels and improves sleep quality. You gain mental clarity. The next day, it's common to wake up with fresh ideas and solutions to problems that seem to have no answer. It strengthens the body-mind connection. This practice helps you tune in with your emotions and inner needs, creating greater harmony in your daily life. And it opens the subconscious to new beliefs. From this deep relaxation state, you can begin to plant clear intentions that will take root in your mind, facilitating lasting changes. Once you reach the state of deep calm, you are ready to program your mind with clear intentions. You need only a few minutes at the end of the day to begin this process of transformation. And the key lies in two essential tools: affirmations and creative visualization. Affirmations are more than just simple words. They are decrees that, when repeated with intention and conviction, penetrate the subconscious, reprogramming it to align with your desires. Grinberg maintained that the subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts as truth whatever is presented to it repeatedly. When you lie down and repeat affirmations like, "I am abundance, peace, and love," you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your mind. By doing this in the theta wave state, the brain state just before sleep, those seeds germinate more easily. Theta is the gateway to the subconscious, and any affirmation you place in it will bloom over time. The secret lies in clarity and emotion. Your affirmation should be positive, present, and personal. Phrases like, "I am successful in everything I do," or "My life is full of wonderful opportunities," work because they already reflect the existence of what you desire. The subconscious does not respond to what you want in the future, but to what you affirm is already part of your life. When crafting your affirmations, follow these steps. First, be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be happy," affirm, "I am happy and grateful for the peace I feel every day." Second, use the present. Avoid using terms like "I want" or "I will." The subconscious operates in the now. And third, the emotional charge. Imagine you are already living that affirmation. Feel the emotion of having achieved what you desire. You must keep in mind that saying it once is not enough. Repetition is the key. Words repeated with intensity alter the patterns of the syntergic field, shaping reality at an energetic level. Each night, by repeating your affirmations with conviction, you are sending a constant signal to the universe and your subconscious that what you desire is already on its way. If affirmations are the language of the subconscious, visualization is its favorite movie. To visualize is to create a vivid mental image of the life you desire. This practice stimulates the mind on a deep level, generating emotions and physical reactions that reinforce that vision. Jacobo Grinberg described creative visualization as a direct method to activate the patterns of the syntergic field. By visualizing clearly, you are aligning your thoughts and emotions with the frequency of what you want to attract. And by doing it right before sleep, when the mind is most receptive, you amplify the impact. To practice visualization before sleep, lie down in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Breathe deeply a few times to relax your body. Imagine your ideal life in all its detail. If you desire abundance, visualize your bank account full, your projects thriving, and the feeling of calm that accompanies that reality. Use all your senses. Don't just see the scene. Hear the sounds. Feel the textures. Smell the environment. The more senses you involve, the more real it will be to your subconscious. And remain in that visualization for at least 5 minutes. Feel gratitude as if you were already living that experience. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to improve your health. Visualize yourself running on the beach, feeling the fresh air and the sun on your skin. Hear the waves. Feel the vibrant energy of your strong and healthy body. By involving emotions and sensations, you're sending a clear message to the subconscious. This is already part of my life. Neurological studies have shown that the brain does not distinguish between a real experience and one intensely lived through imagination. When you visualize or repeat affirmations, the same brain areas are activated as if you were living that experience in the physical world. Jacobo Grinberg believed these practices directly affect the syntergic field, which is responsible for materializing the reality we experience. In other words, each night you have the opportunity to influence that field and shape your life from the root. And if you want to enhance your results, be consistent. Mental programming is a habit. Dedicate at least 10 minutes each night to this practice. Focus on positive emotions. Emotions are the fuel of manifestation. If you visualize from fear or lack, you will attract more of the same. And of course, trust the process. Even if you don't see immediate results, keep the faith. The subconscious works in a subtle but constant way. By complementing affirmations and visualization with gratitude, you multiply their effect. Gratitude is one of the highest frequency emotions. Jacobo Grinberg believed that by feeling grateful, we tune into the vibrations of the universe, attracting more positive experiences into our lives. The reason is simple. Gratitude not only acknowledges what you have, but it establishes an abundance mindset. By focusing on what is working, you expand that energy, inviting more of it. Before closing your eyes, take a few minutes to reflect on 3 things you feel grateful for. It doesn't matter whether they are big or small. It could be something as simple as having enjoyed a cup of hot tea or having received a call from a loved one. What matters is feeling the genuine emotion behind that gratitude. For example, I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn something new today. I appreciate the health of my body. I feel thankful for the peace of my home. As you list these blessings, your vibration begins to rise. The energy shifts and the stress accumulated throughout the day starts to fade away. Jacobo Grinberg described this state as an alignment with the universal field of information, where thoughts and emotions shape matter. Practicing gratitude right before sleep is very powerful because we know that the brain enters a theta wave state, a frequency associated with deep meditation and subconscious receptivity. This is the ideal moment to plant intentions and positive emotions. Gratitude then acts as a bridge between your consciousness and the subconscious, programming it to attract experiences that reflect that same frequency. If you wish to amplify this exercise, write your thoughts in a gratitude journal. Writing down your blessings strengthens the mental and emotional connection, imprinting it more deeply into your subconscious. Moreover, conscious self-observation is another essential pillar on the path to transformation. While gratitude raises your vibration, self-observation allows you to identify mental patterns, emotions, and behaviors that influence your daily life. Jacobo Grinberg maintained that the act of observing ourselves without judgment is key to breaking repetitive cycles and expanding perception. Conscious self-observation is about reflecting on your day with an open and neutral mindset. The key is to observe what happened, recognize both your achievements and your areas for improvement, without punishing or glorify yourself. Self-observation doesn't aim to point out mistakes, but to provide clarity and understanding. To practice self-observation before going to sleep, reflect in silence. Close your eyes and mentally go over your day, from the moment you woke up until you got into bed. Identify key points. Was there something that made you feel good? Any situation that caused discomfort? What did you learn from those experiences? And be honest with yourself. Recognize your strengths, but also admit the areas where you can improve. No judgment, no criticism, just observe. Keeping a night journal is a valuable tool in this process. Writing your thoughts allows for greater mental clarity. Moreover, putting your reflections on paper seals the experience and facilitates emotional release. For example, you can write in your night journal, "Today I felt proud of completing my tasks on time. I noticed I got irritated during conversation, but I understand it was due to fatigue." Or, "I'm grateful for having been patient with myself." This self-observation exercise not only increases your self-awareness, but also reveals internal patterns that might be limiting you. By identifying them, you have the opportunity to transform them. Although gratitude and self-observation may seem like separate practices, together they form a powerful synergy. While gratitude raises your vibration, self-observation helps you stay aligned with your intentions. Grinberg believed that this combination creates a perfect balance between personal growth and emotional well-being. When you observe yourself without judgment and give thanks for what you have, you reduce mental noise and allow energy to flow more clearly. This facilitates the manifestation of your desires and connects you with a deep sense of peace before sleep. Tonight, before going to bed, spend 5 minutes being grateful for 3 things and reflect on your day. If you feel comfortable, share in the comments one thing you are grateful for today. Don't underestimate the power of this small exercise. Remember that great transformations begin with small steps. Gratitude and conscious self-observation are not just spiritual practices. They are scientific tools that shape your mind and your reality. Jacobo Grinberg taught us that by connecting with our subconscious, we create the ideal conditions to manifest a fuller and more harmonious life. Tonight, while the world sleeps, take a moment to give thanks, reflect, and observe. Little by little, you'll see how these simple practices transform not only your nights, but also your days. Once you cultivate gratitude and self-observation, you can use conscious breathing and nighttime meditation to deepen your inner connection. These practices not only improve your sleep quality, but also align you with the universal field of information, facilitating access to deeper levels of perception and mental clarity. When you learn to calm your mind and breathe consciously, you prepare to enter a state of total receptivity, where the subconscious mind takes the lead and works in your favor. Breathing is a function we take for granted, but it is much more than a simple biological activity. It is the bridge that connects the body, mind, and spirit. Jacobo Grinberg believed that conscious breathing not only oxygenates the body, but also calms the nervous system, reduces stress, and prepares the mind to enter states of deep meditation. Throughout the day, we accumulate tension, racing thoughts, and unresolved emotions. When night comes, it is common for mind to remain active, making rest difficult. Conscious breathing acts as an anchor that brings you back to the present, releasing mental noise and facilitating the relaxation process. The 4-4-8 breathing technique is one of the simplest and most effective methods for inducing calm and preparing the body for rest. Start by inhaling deeply for 4 counts, mentally counting to 4. Hold your breath for 4 counts and slowly exhale for 8 counts, counting to 8. Repeat this cycle for at least 5 minutes. You will notice how your heart rate slows down and your mind begins to clear. This technique works because prolonged exhalation activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation and body regeneration. When the body relaxes, the mind follows its lead, allowing you to enter a state of deep calm. Once your breathing becomes calm and rhythmic, you are ready to take the next step, nighttime meditation. Jacobo Grinberg described meditation as a fundamental tool to expand perception and access deeper levels of consciousness. At night, when external distractions disappear, meditation becomes an open door to the subconscious. To practice nighttime meditation, first, find a quiet space. Turn off the lights and eliminate any source of distraction. Lie down in a comfortable position. You can do this in your bed, with your spine straight but relaxed. Then, focus your attention on your breath. Observe how the air flows in and out of your body without trying to control it. Let thoughts flow. Don't hold on to them or reject them. Imagine there are clouds passing through the sky. Remain in this state for 10 to 15 minutes. As you dive into inner silence, the brain enters a theta wave state associated with deep meditation, creativity, and access to subconscious memories. In this state, it is easier to release tension, process emotions, and plant clear intentions. The combination of breathing and meditation creates a powerful effect that not only impacts your sleep, but also transforms your life in profound ways. For example, improved sleep quality. By calming the mind and relaxing the body, you enter a deep and restorative sleep, allowing the subconscious to work without interference. Reduce stress and anxiety. Conscious breathing releases accumulated tension, while meditation dissolves mental patterns that generate anxiety. It also gives you mental clarity. By silencing mental noise, you wake up with a fresher and more creative mind, ready to face the day with renewed energy. You gain access to the subconscious. During sleep, the subconscious is active. By meditating before sleep, you plan intentions and affirmations that will be processed during the night. and you achieve emotional balance. Breathing and meditation regulate emotions, providing you with greater emotional stability throughout the day. To deepen the practice, you must also be consistent. The key lies in repetition. Devote at least 10 minutes each night to these practices. Create a conducive environment. Use dim lighting, relaxing music, or incense to prepare the space. Use affirmations. During meditation, repeat positive phrases like, "I am at peace" or "I trust life." And listen to your body. If you feel discomfort, adjust your position or change the technique. Breathing and meditating before sleep is more than a practice. It is a sacred ritual that connects you with your deepest essence. Jacobo Grinberg believed that these moments of interconnection bring us closer to the true nature reality. Visualize it this way. Each night is an opportunity to reset your mind, release what you no longer need, and prepare the ground for new experiences. Conscious breathing is the first step, and nighttime meditation is the bridge that leads you to a state of deep peace. Conscious breathing and nighttime meditation are transformative tools that can change your life in ways you can't imagine. Jacobo Grinberg taught us that by connecting with our subconscious, we access an infinite field of possibilities. Tonight, before going to sleep, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow calm to flood your being. Remember, it's not about reaching a state of perfection, but about enjoying the process. Each breath is an opportunity to reconnect. Each meditation is a step toward transformation. In addition to these practices, your environment also plays a crucial role in preparing for sleep. Proper preparation can make the difference between a restless night and a restorative experience that strengthens body, mind, and spirit. The first step to transforming your nighttime experience is to design an environment that invites deep rest. The subconscious is highly receptive to environmental stimuli, and every detail matters. The key is to eliminate distractions and create a space that reflects calm and serenity. Darkness is essential for the brain to produce melatonin, the sleep hormone. Jacobo Grinberg stated that darkness facilitates connection with the more subtle planes of consciousness. If you cannot achieve complete darkness, use thick curtains or a sleep mask. Dim lights, such as salt lamps or candles, are also an excellent option to prepare the mind for relaxation. Silence is a portal to the subconscious. However, if you live in a noisy environment, you can turn to relaxing sounds like white noise, nature sounds, or soft music. These sounds not only block out external noise, but also induce a state of deep relaxation. Mario recommended natural sounds because they help synchronize the mind with the rhythm of the universe. The ideal temperature for sleep ranges between 18 and 22 degrees Celsius. An environment that is too hot or too cold disrupts deep sleep. Make sure to adjust your space to maintain a cool and comfortable temperature, which will allow your body to enter an optimal state of rest. The body and mind respond to signals and habits. Establishing a bedtime routine is also essential to program the subconscious and facilitate the transition to deep rest. Mario Alonso Puig emphasized that the repetition of rituals creates patterns in the field of information, which strengthens our intentions and desires. For example, the blue light emitted by phones, computers, and televisions interferes with melatonin production. So, you can disconnect from these devices at least 30 minutes before sleeping. Instead, dedicate that time to activities that promote relaxation, such as reading, meditating, or writing in a journal. Your body needs clear signals that indicate it is time to rest. Establish a consistent routine that includes actions such as taking a hot shower, practicing conscious breathing, or writing positive affirmations. These small actions act as anchors that prepare the mind for rest. Furthermore, Jacobo Grinberg believed that the physical space reflects our internal state. Before going to sleep, spend a few minutes tidying up your room. A clean and harmonious space facilitates the flow of energy and promotes mental tranquility. The environment in which we sleep not only affects the body, but directly influences the subconscious mind. The subconscious is more receptive at night, and a chaotic or messy environment generates interference that can block the connection to deeper planes of consciousness. When you create a harmonious environment, you're sending a clear message to your mind. I am ready to rest and open myself to new experiences. This simple act of self-care has a domino effect that extends to other areas of your life, improving creativity, mental clarity, and the ability to manifest your desires. Consider your nighttime environment as a sacred temple. Each night, when preparing your room, you are creating a space to connect with your deepest essence. Jacobo Grinberg maintained that the night is a portal to more subtle dimensions of consciousness, where the subconscious has the ability to transform reality. Visualize it like this. Your room becomes a sanctuary of peace. Each element, the dim light, the silence, the pleasant temperature, works together to help you enter a state of restorative rest. As you close your eyes, you allow your mind to travel beyond the limitations of the day, opening yourself to new possibilities. Sleep is not just rest. It is a powerful tool to connect with your subconscious and reprogram your life. Jacobo Grinberg taught that when the environment is aligned with our intentions, sleep becomes a transformative experience. Tonight, before sleeping, observe your space and ask yourself, does it invite rest and introspection? If the answer is no, make small changes that reflect peace and harmony. Remember that every detail matters, and by creating a sleep-friendly environment, you are taking a first step toward a fuller and more conscious life. Sleep is much more than a pause in our daily activities. It is a powerful spiritual tool. If you ever wonder why certain dreams feel so vivid or why you wake up with clear ideas after a night of rest, the answer may lie in the spiritual power of sleep. During sleep, our perception of the physical world dissolves, and our consciousness travels freely through this field. It is in this space where we can receive messages from the subconscious, access information that remains hidden during the day, and manifest our deepest intentions. Grinberg maintained that, during sleep, we enter a state of openness, in which the mind stops resisting and aligns with the natural flow of the universe. In this state, our intentions have potential to materialize more easily. The key is learning to use sleep as a conscious tool to program the reality we wish to create. One of the most effective methods to harness the power of sleep is through dream interpretation. Jacobo Grinberg believed that dreams are encrypted messages from the subconscious, which, if we learn to decipher, provide valuable information about our emotions, desires, and blockages. Keeping a dream journal is the first step. Upon waking, write down everything you remember, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Colors, people, places, and sensations are clues that, over time, will reveal patterns and messages. Consistency is key. Often, the messages from the subconscious appear symbolically and only become evident when analyzed as a whole. Look for recurring symbols or situations. Ask yourself what emotions they generate and how they relate to your daily life. Puig stated that by paying attention to these symbols, the subconscious begins to communicate more clearly, providing answers and guidance. Manifestation during sleep is not a new concept, but Jacobo Grinberg explained it from a deep perspective. Sleep is a state in which mental resistance disappears and the barriers that prevent the materialization of desires dissolve. It is in that moment that we can plant seeds in the syntergic field, which will eventually bloom in physical reality. To manifest during sleep, first, set a clear intention. Before going to sleep, spend a few minutes reflecting on what you wish to manifest. Be specific. Instead of thinking, I want to be happy, focus on a concrete image that represents that happiness, such as completing a project, healing a relationship, or achieving a personal goal. Then practice creative visualization. Imagine that your desire has already come true. Visualize the details. What do you feel? What do you see around you? How do people react to your achievement? The key is to incorporate emotion and gratitude into the visualization, feeling as if you are already living that reality. To finish, surrender and trust. At the end of your visualization, let go of any attachment to the outcome. Trust that the syntergic field is working in your favor. Puig emphasized that true manifestation happens when we combine clear intention with detachment, allowing the universe to act without interference from the rational mind. Although Jacobo Grinberg's perspective may sound esoteric, modern science also supports the idea that sleep is essential for mental and emotional reprogramming. During the REM phase, rapid eye movement, the brain processes and organizes the day's information, strengthening new neural connections. This process is crucial for memory consolidation and the integration of experiences. Various studies have shown that people who practice visualization and gratitude before going to sleep experience improvements in their emotional well-being and in their ability to achieve goals. The reason is simple. By programming the subconscious with positive and clear thoughts, the brain begins to seek out opportunities and solutions that align with those intentions. Beyond material manifestation, Grinberg saw sleep as an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. Through lucid dreaming, where we are aware that we are dreaming, it is possible to explore deep aspects of our psyche, resolve internal conflicts, and connect with higher dimensions of consciousness. If you have never experienced a lucid dream, you can start with simple exercises. Perform reality checks throughout the day. Ask yourself several times whether you are dreaming. This habit will carry over into your sleep, increasing the chances of becoming aware while you dream. And use affirmations before sleeping. Repeat phrases like, "Tonight I will be aware that I am dreaming just before falling asleep." Sleep is more than rest. It is a doorway to internal and external dimensions that shape our reality. By using it as a spiritual tool, you can receive guidance, manifest desires, and transform your life from the deepest level of your being. Tonight, when you close your eyes, remember that you are not simply sleeping. You are entering the field where everything is possible. Each night, when you close your eyes, you hold in your hand a powerful tool that can transform your life from the deepest level, your subconscious. As Jacobo Grinberg said, sleep is a bridge to the syntergic field, where intentions materialize and reality begins to take shape. Practicing deep relaxation, positive affirmations, gratitude, conscious breathing, and caring for your environment before sleeping will not only improve your rest, but also open the doors to a more fulfilling life aligned with your desires. If tonight you decide to apply any of these techniques, I guarantee that you'll begin to notice small changes, subtle yet powerful, in how you perceive your surroundings and your opportunities. It all begins with one step, with the intention to transform your reality from within. Now, I want you to leave today's keyword in the comments, transformation. If you do, I will send you a special greeting in the next video. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to continue discovering tools that will help you manifest the life you desire. Remember, each night is a new opportunity. Start tonight and transform your life. See you soon.